fine. He has to make the mistake. If he doesn't make the mistake, we cannot get the message through. And immediately as he sits down, you remove eye contact and everything, and you go. By going away, you show him that's what I wanted.
Okay, so eye contact is like a serious thing.
Yeah. You don't want to give him any extra attention.
No. Okay.
Because any attention, again, don't look at him. Remember not to look at him when you sit down.
Ah, yes.
he interprets it as an invitation.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so when he sits down and he makes eye contact, he's basically like calling him, or he's like,
exactly.
you can come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if you're just sitting and somebody stares you in the eye.
Yeah,
You're gonna expect something from them.
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah, that's good.
Also, the minute he sits down, you can like just give him a signal, just a click, and show a hand, and with a strong posture, you know, like this.
When he goes in, or when he...
Yeah, when you put him down. So sit down. I will show you once. And sit. Okay, like walk him, and then I move over. Can you see how it took only one try?
Yeah.
Try now.
What?
So it's just enough.
So first you do this exercise. When, for example, somebody is still in the room. You're in the room, and he gets up and leaves, and then comes back and does. And then slowly everybody can leave the room.
Yeah.
And then he learns to stay in this room alone.
Yeah.
And
It's evening, easy in the evening, somehow, because when he starts, yeah. But when he knows that there is nothing is happening, right? Because after
how much exercise does he get?
15 kilometers a day.
Okay, so he walks 15 kilometers?
Yeah, so walks and runs.
Okay.
So it's about 2.5 hours a day. And now we cannot really run because it's too hot.
Leash.
Off leash. So he's fairly tired, I would say.
So wait, so he runs off the leash 50 kilometers?
15, yeah, per day.
Does he run to somewhere or he's just around sleeping? Just around. That's not going to get him tired.
So in the winter we can run together. But now it's too hot for that. Because it's 20 plus.
Yeah.
He gets dangerous. So
and please, when you do your movements, you turn around a lot of times. So try to put him like this and then go back to sit like this.
okay,
so you're
keeping
still
it
facing
in
him. Yeah, exactly. You don't look at him, but you face him so that first of all you can see as soon as he gets up, and you react before he even gets up and leaves. Like that. Yeah. Plus your movements are more subtle, and that doesn't trigger him to follow you.
yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so it's about, I mean, we have a forest here. And typically we have, but there is plenty of stuff to sniff there because there are horses and birds and this kind of stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. For now you can look. slowly. Picture getting there. Can you see?
Yeah.
Now, if we had food around, we could give him one immediately.
But
But
with
it
me
has
going
to-
there, right?
Huh?
Me going there, I don't have to. I mean, I need to wait to avoid that he stands up.
Yeah, but this we will do later when he's already a bit better at this.
Mhm.
Because right now he relaxed only for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But he understood what you wanted from him. And if you will be consistent, you will just show with your finger wherever you're standing, and he will not have to go there.
Yeah, I mean, on a, he gets that when I tell him to go to bed, basically, right? But then
how long
it's
does he
like-
stay there? That's the
No, exactly. Yeah, that's for him is the like it's my 3, 2, 1 to go.
And he's really quick. Can you see? Just a second ago, he was this. Now this.
Yeah, I mean that
So
is
this change happens quickly, but
Yeah.
you don't see it coming. You think that he does not give up, he does not give up, but at some point he just does.
Yeah.
And these exercises are also going to tire him because now he has to use his brain, right?
yes.
We're not throwing a treat and he is not just running after it.
No, yeah.
He has to use his brain to understand what is it we're trying to tell him.
Yeah.
And he's solving a puzzle, and that's why he gets it much
yeah.
better and it's more solved.
Yeah. So what can be the alternative to the walks is
So the walk is great, but what I would suggest you is to have a controlled walk. So again, to put more stress on his brain rather than on his physical body,
yeah.
okay? Because if he's running, that's good. But by running, he also gains muscle and he becomes physically stronger
Yeah.
and he can tolerate more stress. And
No, but that's
physically.
yes. It's also that is fair with the running part, right? I mean, I want him to be strong.
That's
Yeah.
good. He has to get physical exercise. So that's also one thing. You know, most people do not get enough, do not give their dog enough physical
Yeah.
exercise. But almost everybody doesn't give them enough mental exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say walk, for example, I can go out with the dog and walk with them for 20 minutes, and that dog will be more tired than your dog who runs 14 kilometers in 2 hours.
Yes.
Why? Because when I walk with a dog calmly, of course the dog has also time to do its things, sniff and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, especially if I'm going from point A to point B, I demand certain things from the dog. Like, you have to follow me. You're following me, you have to, I'm not going to like drag you with a leash if I need you to go to the right and to the left. I'm not going to talk to you many times, you have to be very careful if I say something.
Yeah.
So the dog has to constantly pay attention to me. So if I'm walking, first of all, I walk slowly. That's more difficult for him.
Yes.
And again, you think like fast walk is gonna tire him, but
No, that I know, but
in reality,
because,
slower walk will tire him more.
yeah, because the thing is that I mean, he's when for him going from A to B, it has to be the fastest possible, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the same for me. So faster the better. So the slow walks don't really work for any of us.
But again, it can be out of the time when you need him to be walking
Yes.
fast and running.
Yeah, but
Why
that's
doesn't-
always the. I mean, that's it's the way that I'm built. That is like it has to be always.
But slow, I guess, can also be. I don't know if you said that he doesn't walk on the or he doesn't really walk on the leash.
He poops.
Ever?
I mean, he walks on the leash, but he doesn't. I can't walk him on a leash
Because he poops.
because he pulls, and I'm scared of falling
Yeah.
on my. And we can't have him dog sat
You walk him on a
because
harness?
yeah.
You cannot teach him not to pull on a harness. I mean, properly teach. So, in order for you not to constantly like give him food or anything, but he knows that he cannot pull.
Yeah, he doesn't care about food when he's walking.
No, because
Oh,
the
really?
walking for him is
He's just
exercise. Is the faster the better.
Yeah.
And And
But that seems like an important thing because you had a full meltdown yesterday because we tried to go somewhere where there were people and you were walking him on the leash and
Yeah,
you
but
got
it-
extremely
yeah.
frustrated because it's you're constantly pulling your
Pulling
shoulder
back, yeah,
because
or-
you're
Of course.
Yeah.
And that can also limit his quality of life, right? Because you will get tired of it and you will just leave him home when you are going somewhere.
and he seems so stressed out.
Yeah.
Well,
When you
he
leave him,
seems no. When they are walking
Ah.
or when we are anywhere, they both. Well, you're both extremely stressed out
Yeah.
because you feel like you're doing him a favor by bringing him, but he seems so stressed out because he's so like aware
Everywhere.
all the
Yeah.
time and he's pulling the whole time and it seems like such an effort, and
Yeah.
you're pulling him back the whole time.
Yeah, because it was.
yeah, I got it. We can work on it if you want later. I can show you how to teach him
No,
how
it was
to
just
walk.
because you were talking about the slow walk and I don't know.
Yeah,
because
yeah, but I
that's-
think that is part of it. So basically, the
Again, it will teach him to control his impulses. It's good that he runs. I also take my dog for physical exercise. I fetch with him and things like that. But again, with my dog, for example, and I have a very similar breed. I have a Ridgeback.
Mhm.
I mean, if I tell him just to walk beside me, doesn't matter what is going on around, then he just walks beside me. You know, he cannot go a step in front of me. Because why? Because if he is a step in front of me, he cannot see me. Then how can he follow me? You know. So I just demand him to keep attention on me. If I go somewhere, you have to follow me. It's his job not to get lost. You know, many people are worried about their dogs getting lost. And I cannot understand because it's the dog's job not to
Yeah,
lose
it's
me,
not
right?
yours. Yeah.
well, that there is no risk with him on the getting lost.
No,
No, but can you
it's so
imagine
scary.
with him not walking on leash when there are people around?
Oh no, it would be a disaster.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So we can slowly do that, and I can show you. And we will of course change the instruments that you use. We will not use a harness. It will be very difficult for you to teach him on a harness. We will start with a sleep lead, and then if he gets, I mean, for example, my dog I walk without a leash, but I have been walking for 1.5 years on the sleep lead in order for me not to use the sleep. And the thing is that we're going to teach him in a way that the sleep lead is only a means of communication with the dog. We're not going to ever pull him on the leash.
no.
But I already know, I'm sorry, I know that you're saying no, but I already know that you're like having a mental breakdown when he says that.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm very much against
Please tell me.
the collar.
Why?
Because what you read about I mean, is just the thing of the collar on the throat,
Okay.
and I know how much he pulls with the harness. So the fact of having the same with the collar, that is really like I mean, there is a huge barrier
Okay.
For you.
for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I mean, he is used to pull, right? But he's used to pull because when we run, he pull. We do, I told you on the phone, we do, yeah. So he's used to have all the tools to actually pull.
Yeah.
And at that point, I mean, I'm worried, scared, whatever you want, that having something directly on the neck of that is just gonna hurt.
And it is. No matter what you put on his neck, if he pulls, he's gonna hurt himself. He's gonna choke himself at least.
But I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
Not choking him out, but I mean, it's the point that he learns, I guess, that it's not
So
comfortable to pull.
the point of having the tool on the neck, and I will tell you even a better way, which is going to put less strain on his neck. But let's say the neck. We will start with the neck because why we use the neck? First, what controls the dog is first and foremost the nose, then the eyes, then the ears. So as soon as you put a harness on him and you try to control him, you already lost the battle because his nose and eyes and ears are not under your control.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Okay. When we put something on his neck, we put it firstly not at the lowest part of the neck. When we use a sleep lead, when you use a flat collar, it's also not very effective. But I use a sleep lead and I put it at the sensitive part of the neck.
Yeah. So behind
Behind the ears. What that allows me to do is to give him instant direction without pulling the leash. So if he does something wrong, then I can, with the leash, explain to him that he has to stop that.
Yeah.
And then I show him the opposite behavior that I need him to do. So he's never getting to a point where he pulls. Because I stop him in the step before he starts to pull.
Yeah.
So when I put on the slip lead on him, he's never crossing this line. He cannot pull me.
Yes.
And what I can do with the slip line is I can, with my wrist, I can lift it. And what that will do is, because it's, as I said, at this part of the neck, then, and I hold it shortly, since he has to be close to me. As soon as I do that, then it's going to slightly put pressure on him. That means as soon as he feels pressure, he has to slow down.
Yeah.
Because I'm not pulling him back. If you pull,
So you are using something that is like short.
I will show you leash.
Do you have a here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I brought one for you. The leash is long, but when you want him to walk beside you, you just shorten it.
Yes, because basically, I mean, what we have is to control, right?
Yeah, to control or to walk in a crowded environment and things like that.
No, exactly.
So,
and it's, I think, I mean, he knows, he knows the command on left, right, go, stay, this kind of thing. But it's completely different when he's free or when he's in a training mode compared to when he walk. Because the walking, is like a switch off.
yeah.
And it's the same tools, right? Because when you run, you want to do the same thing, right? But the only difference is that is training and not just going from A to B.
Yeah. But if you want to have that ability to go from A to B, I can help you with that. And then, for example, if you don't feel comfortable with him, with putting too much pressure on his neck. Yeah, exactly. But the second one is going to take a little bit time to get him used to it. What I will do, it will just be easier if I will show it. So first, we will introduce the tool to him. Could you please give me some more food?
Yeah.
So, first of all, when I use food to teach him something, I hide the food.
Yes.
I put what he really wants between me and him.
Yeah.
I mean, I put myself between what he
Yes,
wants
yes.
and he. And then I can give him certain messages. So, for example, this is something new for him, and I want to build good association with this thing. So I can touch him, let him sniff it, and then feed him to build this positive association. And then I don't go and put this on him, even though he's pretty good at it, he doesn't mind. But to, in general, avoid any bad associations, I can ask him to put it on using the food. So what I can do with the sleep lead is I can put it even better. I mean, sleep lead is generally controlling the throat, right?
Yeah.
But as I said, nose is the first thing. Nose and eyes are the first two things that control his brain. And as you see, my method is controlling rather his brain than his instincts is going after food. So what I can do is I can just make like an H shape.
Yeah, and you double up.
Put it on his
nose. On the nose. Okay.
Now I can, but he might not like it because this is something new.
Yeah.
And now if you will look from below, try to see how it goes on the
Yeah, and it does, it's what's called the gentle leader, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Becomes a gentle leader. And now when I pull, then there is not so much stress on the neck.
On the neck, yes.
However, also when I put this at the lower position like this, then when I pull into a certain side, then his whole face turns.
Yes.
So if he has like an eye contact with a dog, I can break that eye contact.
Yeah.
See, he does this. Then I can distract him from this until he will get used to that there is something on his muzzle.
Yes, yes.
Right now he's not used to it, he's trying to get it.
Yeah.
My job is to distract him, explain to him it's normal. Just get used to it. So for example, now I can get and let him just walk with it, and then I just distract him. And at the moment he's not trying to get it off, then he gets it. checking that it's not too tight. He has to be able to like fully open his mouth.
Yes.
Like that. It shouldn't limit him in any way.
No.
See, I distract him. And then I can take it away.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time, this is enough.
Yeah.
But then slowly you do this, and then he will get used to it. So if you're worried about putting too much stress on his neck, then you can use the gentle bit. You just have to condition him
Yes.
for this.
Yeah. And that's and going around with that, how does it work?
Yes,
Yeah,
you don't
with it.
use this before we train.
Okay.
Because I first show you how to do it in order for him not to pull. So our
Yes.
goal is not to have him pull to
Yeah.
begin with. Because again, he's not. It's not going to be good for either you or him. Doesn't matter. It's not like a
No,
magic
it's not
tool.
the solution on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the tool plus the knowledge how to use
Yeah.
it that will get you to the goal
Mm-hmm.
in a safe way as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you see his? Try to sit down. Let's see. Try to sit here on a bit more distance. And you can also have the foot. Now you can't block him. Have you taught him some trick with the way he always?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then if he associates it with a trick, first of all, don't hold your hand like this. Hold your hand like this.
Yeah, but that's also the other one.
So there is something. It's fine. Then don't use that. Then you can use a finger. Does this mean anything?
No.
Good. Then you will use a finger because really that doesn't matter what you show. It's just something that he has. So he will exactly. That's good. So now you will just use the finger.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get confused. That's good. Don't look at him. It's too early to treat him for this.
No. He was just looking where you were.
Don't do it. I know it's tough, but you have to catch yourself on this.
Yeah, it is.
So what else do you think?
No, the main things is this one and that I can see what is the, and then if we can try the walking. I mean, are you putting him to sleep?
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to use him as a prop first.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I got it. But then maybe we can take a look outside. I can show you back and forth how it is with him,
We can,
and then
next time we can work on it.
because I mean things that is so easy to have him off leash because it doesn't. I mean, it just goes around. And there is no. He's very aware of where I am and so on. The problem is when if I want to go from here to the forest, then it's as fast as possible because it's impatient situation. So basically, there is a couple of tricks that I can use to avoid that. At least to go towards the point where it's not. Well, the first was for sure to get rid of the flexi, because the flexi, the extendable, okay, that was the worst part. That was really the. But then I mean, even with the short one, depends when he started, then it's worse because it's where the brain is gone.
Yeah.
So those are
So exactly, like the walk really starts as soon you like picked up the leash. He knows he's going for a walk.
Yeah.
So
and,
already
you have seen it before, right? And it's yeah.
And you have to already demand calmness, because if you are already on the way to the forest and that's when you start to demand calmness, it's already too late, because all this way he has already been excited.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have to build a ritual that do you want to go out? Relax.
Yeah.
And then we relaxed, come out. Does he get excited as soon as we came out? We again relax before we continue.
Yeah.
And on every step we demand relaxation until we get to the forest. And if it will take us 2 hours to get to the forest, and we will have to come back, we cannot walk in the forest, then that's what we will do.
Yeah.
But that will be better for him.
Yeah, it's because the brain part is
And then eventually you will it will be nothing. You know,
Yeah.
just put on the leash, you will go, and then it will be a joy for
Yeah.
for a walk. You know. And this small one, you just ignore it.
No, but this is like, I mean, this is already a huge improvement compared to the usual self, let's say. The usual status.
I'm glad to hear that. And it's really, just always be calm. Even if you're like trying and trying and trying, you have to show them that you are first of all calm.
Yeah.
Before you demand calmness from him.
Yeah.
So if you get stressed and things like that, better take a minute, relax, breathe. You know, because
Yes.
sometimes it can be tough.
No, but
And you cannot, like, if you're stressed and things like that, and many things are happening at the same time, you cannot get him to relax if you are